I'm clearly talking about from my own personal experience on the IT side. Right in the early 90s, we, as a IT industry team, worked with the Department of Electronics, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Commerce, and came out with policies, whether it's software technology parks, special economic zones, and the 108 program, which was given to the finance minister, and they adopted it because that is where the IT services, which was $1 billion, went to $50 billion in 10 years thereafter, and continuing to give the dividends so far as the country is concerned. Now, I'm sure there are similar such initiatives which has worked and many others which have not worked, primarily because there has been a lack of fundamental research. And while there is research, is in the absence of a solid research, what happens is that there are vested interests which lobby, and there are vote banks which work, and therefore people tend to be short-sighted about who or where the intense pressure is, and therefore come out with the policies. And consequently, the final outcome, the desired outcome, is never coming. And therefore, we as participants in the industry, despite being in that industry or any other industry, have also experienced our frustration, not at the policy making, but largely in the implementation stage. So we see a lot of gaps between the economist, which says that this is how a particular person should be taxed, and the lawmaker who translates that into a particular provision in the law, and the administrator, which is the income tax officer or an officer of the government, which does the assessment, and corporate person, an assessee, who finds it. So there are 4 versions of the same thing. Now, in some form, one has to play that role, being a hands-on experienced people, is to say that how do we get synergy and commonality of understanding? Because in a corporate world, you have a theme, and then you make sure that people at large at 6, 7, 8 levels, hierarchy is well understood, and customer understand, and the entire ecosystem, including the vendor organization, understand. So I think we can play a significant role in effective implementation as to what can the government do, and based on out of field tested processes and policies that gets adopted. So we think this particular initiative, and we all coming together with no vested interest except in the national interest for achieving some great outcomes will be very exciting for all of us.
Thank you so much.